me one thing, but I can tell you this. A lot of our wealth is stored in America's best and brightest companies. Why? Because I think you're going to do well. Why do I think that? Because they've pretty well always done well as a group. Now, I didn't bet the farm on one of those names. I don't know which one of those names is great. And I'm not going to try to figure all that out. But I'm willing to spread it out and be diversified across several. And I even spread it out then across several kinds of mutual funds. You got to remember now, mutual funds are long-term investments. And when you're picking your Roth IRA or your 401k or doing your long-term investing, you need to spread your mutual funds out across 4 types of mutual funds. And you look for a mutual fund that has at least a 5 or a 10-year track record. If the mutual fund is not old enough to be potty trained, don't buy it. If it's brand new, there's no need to buy it. There's plenty of old ones out there. Like that one I said, 70 years old. I bought another one the other day, started in 1958. I bought another one the other day, started in 1972. And these all have long track records. It's like buying a home in a neighborhood where the trees are big. You kind of know what's going on. It's been there a while. You know what I'm saying? There's a track record there that I could count on, that I'm comfortable with. Now, spread your mutual funds investing across 4 areas. Put a fourth of your...
All right, now this pie chart I think is on the next page. So find this pie chart, and you will see in your book, large cap, mid cap, small cap, international. Okay? What I want you to do is draw some branches when they pop up on the screen, because the offset, the branches are not in your book. These also have other names. Now, there are several categories of mutual funds. Just like I said, if I look at my students, I go, oh, he's an athlete. Oh, they're in activities. Oh, they're in band. There's different like types of students and things like that. There's different categories of mutual funds. And there's 4 categories of mutual funds that we recommend you split your money across. So if you have $1,000 to invest, our advice is to find a mutual fund and invest $250 in each one of these categories. Now, these are not the only categories. There's maybe dozens of categories out there, but these are the 4 categories we'd like you to find a mutual fund in and invest your money to spread it around in at least 4 different types of mutual funds. Let's talk about them.
Your money in growth stock mutual funds.
Okay, so the first one is mid cap. Okay, 25% of your money should go in mid cap. Cap stands for capitalization. That means money. Draw that branch that says growth stock. Okay, also draw next to growth stock equity. It might also be called equity fund. They might be called mid caps. They might be called growth stock mutual funds. They might be called equity funds. Let's learn about what, and there might be 1,000, I'm making this up. There might be 1,000 mutual funds out there in this category. Find one that you like and buy shares of a mutual fund in this category with 25% of your money. So if you have $1,000, $250, buy $250 worth of shares of a mutual fund in this category. Let's talk about it.
Sometimes those are called mid-cap funds or equity funds, or you might even see it as an index fund like an S&P 500 in your choices at your 401k or that kind of thing. But put a fourth in those. Mid-cap means this. Cap stands for capitalization. Capitalization means money. So this is a medium-sized company. If it's a middle capitalized company, it's in the middle. It's a medium-sized company. That's the process. Then put a fourth of your money in growth and income. Okay, go ahead and draw that branch off a large cap and write growth and income. Also write blue chip. Blue chip, like chips. I'm eating chips. Next to that, large cap. These are giant companies. So if we were to look at the mutual funds, there might be 1,000 to pick from in the large cap category, and you picked one called the Pearson Fund. And you were to look at the companies that the Pearson Fund buys stock in. And there's 500 different companies, 800 different companies. These are giant beasts of companies. There's the Amazons and the Walmarts and things like that. They've been around a long time. They do big business. Cap means capitalization, giant companies. So if you were to buy shares of a mutual fund in this category, the Pearson Fund, all these companies, all 500 companies are like giant companies, okay? And here's what they do. If this was the market, when the stock market goes up, mutual funds in the large cap category go up a little bit. When the stock market goes down, mutual funds in this category go down a little bit. Okay, they're very strong. They're very resilient. They don't go up and down like crazy. They're very solid and stable. And you want this in your investment portfolio, some stability. The other one, mid cap. Mid cap
does what the market does. Market goes up, mid-cap mutual funds go up. Market goes down, mid-cap mutual funds go down. They move in what's called lockstep with the economy. Market goes up, mid-cap goes up, market goes down, mid-caps go down. They move in sync with the company.
That's the calmest one. It's the calmest one. These are also sometimes called a large cap fund. Cap means capitalization. Now, capitalization then means if it's large cap, these are big old dinosaur companies. They don't move real fast. They're not real exciting. They're not going to go up as much when it goes up, but they're not going to go down as much when it goes down. They're kind of boring. And you want this one in here. This is the very precise one. Sometimes these are called blue chip funds because the blue chip on the poker table is the most expensive chip on the poker table. Again, indicating a large company. And so if you hear I've got a blue chip fund, and that's a very calm mutual fund. I put a fourth in aggressive growth. That's the small cap, small companies, exciting, emerging markets. And you don't.
Okay, write aggressive growth next to small cap. Okay, these are the most volatile. These are the most risky. Okay, when the market goes up, these can shoot and skyrocket and make you a bunch of money. When the market goes down, these go down faster than the market. You can lose money very quickly as well. These are companies that are small companies that may get a big government contract and make billions, maybe new technology that may get approved, may not get approved. These are risky companies. So if you bought a mutual fund, maybe there's 1,000 of them. Once again, I'm making it up. You pick one, you know, the DJ Chris mutual fund, and it's in this category, small cap. What's up, DJ Chris? And you pick a mutual fund in this category and you look at all the companies that are bought in that mutual fund. They're all like little tech companies or marijuana companies or maybe new healthcare technology, green energy, things that could go crazy or things that could just do nothing. That we hope that they're going to aggressively grow, get it, aggressive growth. And sometimes they do and sometimes they don't, okay? But you want some of this flavor in there. You want this aggressive, this risk in your portfolio. You don't want it all there, but you want a taste of your money in there. So a quarter of your money should go into a mutual fund in this category.
I want to put it all in one of these. Sometimes I hear people say, I'm young, so I'll put all of mine in aggressive growth. That's stupid. If you put all your money in aggressive growth, it's like eating pizza and riding a roller coaster. It'll be fun, but you'll get sick. You don't want to put it all in there because they go way up and they go way down. I had one back in the 90s, made 105% rate of return in 1 year. Lost it all the next year. You don't want to take that ride with all your money, but having a little bit of that flavor in there is good for you when things are happening and doing well. So I have a little bit in there. I have a fourth in there. And then I put a fourth overseas and international. Sometimes
going right next to international, write global fund next to international. Next to that, you can write foreign fund next to international. And if you were to buy a mutual fund in that category and there'd be 1,000 of them to pick from in the international category, find one that you like, and you look at all the companies that one that you picked invest in, they're all, you know, German, Japanese, South Korean, all companies from overseas, okay? Truth be told, you'll see this next week when I teach you how to find these. About 2 years ago, I sold this is how I had my portfolio allocated, just like I teach you, just like we teach you. Maybe about 2 years ago, I sold my international because they weren't performing well over the last decade and a half. And now I'm spread 33, 33, 33, mid cap, small cap, large cap. You can do what I teach you. You can do what I do. You can do what Dave does and spread it out 25, 25, 25. See for yourself next week how the international's been performing. Now they're due to perform strongly, they're overdue, but I got my money out and I'm spread across 33%.
It's called an overseas fund, sometimes called an international fund, sometimes called a foreign fund. And you listen to these. Now, it has a kissing cousin called a global fund. I have a global fund that did very well in the last 10 years. Now, a global fund is the whole globe. It's overseas and some U.S., some American companies sprinkled in there. It's everything. And so it's a kissing cousin to the international. And international has no America, but a global has a little bit in there. And they do very, very well sometimes. But that gives you the ability to participate in companies that make products like we named a little bit earlier. So buy with a 5-year or longer track record. Long track record. That's what you're looking for. And spread it across those 4 kinds of mutual funds.
All right, so that'll wrap up our notes for today. Now, we're not done with mutual funds. If you might have questions, we're going to keep hammering this out next week. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you my password. I'm going to show you my investments. I'll show you which ones mutual funds I buy. You can write them down. You can research them, share them with your parents, whatever. And you'll see my investments and things like that next week. There's still a lot we need to cover with mutual funds. So we'll be spending a couple of days next week on that. There's no homework or anything like that. We watched our notes together today. Thanks for sitting through my lecture with me. You guys enjoy your 3-day weekend. Tomorrow's teacher planning day, so I will have something for you guys back on mutual funds on Monday. Okay, hope everybody is doing well. If you need anything, not even personal finance related, if you just burned out or whatever, stressed out, let me know. I'd be more than happy to talk to you, help you out. Hope everybody's doing well, and I will talk to you on Monday. Stay safe.